Hello 108 students, Mr. McHugh here with you. I'm going to keep working on section 3.3 and we're going to tackle page 3 here. Now, turns out from the last video, this is the continuation of the problem that I squeezed on the bottom of the last one, so I'm not going to review this anymore, but basically what I want to mention is when you use this slope point formula, you've given the slope, given an ordered pair, x1 comma y1, you substitute those values in. This requires algebra work, and you could see here I did some distributive property and I added 5 to both sides, and I finally came up with the answer y equals 1/3 x plus 5 2/3. Okay, now what I really want to focus on here now, there's another way to do this problem, and I'm going to call method number 1 the old school way. This is how I was taught. Maybe many of you remember this. Might be a tad rusty, but this is how it was traditionally taught. And then what's happened is somebody had a big revelation and said, why do I call the slope-intercept golden? Because it's used for so many things. And somebody in the mathematician world finally said, you know, if you're given an ordered pair, instead of calling it specific, why don't we just call it general? So here's the ordered pair, -2 comma 5. Instead of calling it x1 y1, call it a general ordered pair, x comma y, and let these values be assigned. Go back and use the golden form, y equals mx plus b. That's what I'm saying. Write it down, and instead of saying y, write the general y coordinate, which is a 5. So everybody see where I came from? The 5 came in here. It got substituted in. Slope was given to us as 1/3. The x coordinate is -2 from the general form, and you put it in. So what's happening is every ordered pair that's on the line can be substituted in as x coordinate comma y coordinate, x and the y variable. Substitute them in with the slope, therefore leaving only one variable in an equation, and you could solve for b, the y-intercept. So I like this because it's fairly straightforward. Multiply 1/3 times -2 is -2/3. Add 2/3 to both sides, and you get the y-intercept is 5 2/3. A lot of you are going to like this, and I kind of encourage you to go that way, because now with a fair amount of arithmetic, whereas up in method 1 you've got to do algebra, this has got some arithmetic in here. You now go back and say, hey, if I reuse y equals mx plus b, and this time let it be the general y and x are your variables. The slope, you know, we just found it, which was again 1/3. That was given to us. That's even better. The b we just found was 5 2/3. So what do? You substitute them in and you're done. I love it. Okay, that's all you got to do for that. Okay, so those problems, you got your choice. If you choose to use method number 2, class, you basically can let the whoa, sorry. Oh my God, sorry, jeez. I scroll on my mouse button and I make the thing go crazy on me. When you're using the point slope formula, you don't have to use it anymore if you choose to use method number 2 using the golden formula twice. Okay, so that's up to you. Now, we're going to start objective number 4 here on the bottom of this page. Now, these problems can cause students a little bit of work because you're entering a realm of algebra logic and reasoning where you're going to have to do several separate steps and pull things together. And what's going to happen here is they're only going to give you 2 points that are on the line of an equation, and they say write the linear equation. And what you got to realize is giving any 2 points, you can determine the slope of the line. Once you find m, the next thing you're going to do using method number 2, and I'm recommending this, is go ahead and find the y-intercept. So find slope, find the y-intercept next, and simply substitute them in. Now that's method number 2. You could use method number 1 if you want. Okay, so this page is kind of short, so we're gonna wrap it up here for page 3, and I'll see you on page 4. Okay, bye.